Alright, welcome to Cody's Art Corner. Today I'm going to go over eyes. As a lot of people have heard throughout the past, eyes are the gateway to the soul. There's all kinds of different ways to do eyes. You've got cartoony eyes, you've got anime eyes, you've got comic book eyes, you've got realistic eyes. In this case, I'm just going to kind of walk you through a few different styles and how to do them. I'm probably just going to do, a right eye or a left eye. Maybe at the end here I will do an eye that, or a set of eyes. So, first off, I'm going to make the paper bigger. Since, I just decided to put a big black smear in there. I'm going to go ahead and change this over to red. Or pink. Pink's fine too. Okay. And we're going to draw some eyes. Pick a 13. Why not? Wow, that's a bit big. Let's go back to 13 pixels. Okay. Alrighty. So, typically what I like to do is remember that no eye is straight. You always have that upper lid right here. This is the tear duct. For the bottom portion of the eye, kind of come up. And you have the lower lid of the eye. And then, of course, a lot of people, for the irises, remember when it comes to making things look sleepy or awake or stuff like that, it all depends on how much pupil is being shown. Now, see, I've got an iris going here on the outside here. I'm not going to screw up my picture and give you that. That is a no-go. You're not getting very far with an eye that looks similar to that. You know what I mean? What you want to do, you want to map out where that iris is going to be. So in this case, I've got him looking up a little bit. And I might add a glint here and a glint here, and I shade this in, and I shade this in, giving you a lighter color there. That's an eye, and then this is all dark here. Not a perfect eye, but that one works. I've been working a little bit with these cartoonish eyes as of recently. These eyes, to me, on the bottom here that I'm drawing, they kind of remind me of like a Disney-esque kind of thing. Where it's just kind of got the iris and the pupil, and you can add a glint there, color that in. You've got another eye of sorts. And the reason why I'm kind of going over eyes at this point in time, you know, you have your cartoony eyes. You know. But that's kind of similar to that of like a Looney Tunes type eye, you know. And the reason why I'm kind of going over eyes with you, let's just do a weird nose here. And there, we have a bunny, or a cat, or something. But the reason why I'm kind of going over eyes with you is because of the fact that, you know, like I was saying yesterday with proportions, you know, you've got an eye's width in between. Obviously, in this lovely eye of my bunny here that I've got going, there's not as much space in between the eyes, but then you've got women's eyes. Women's eyes still, for some reason, kind of give me a little bit of trouble. This is kind of how I like to do a woman's eye. There's some lashes in here. You know, I typically do just color in my lashes in black. You know, and you know you can. And if you have to, you can always adjust the iris, and make it look a little bit more full, which is what I'm currently doing, you know. And, you know, I add a glint here. The glint, what I'm referring to, is where the light hits the iris, or hits the pupil. You know, this is kind of a cutesy female eye right here, you know. Maybe add a lash there. You know, that's kind of a female eye. Another good basic way to kind of figure out your eyes is to just draw an oval, right? And, you know, let's create a new layer here. Okay, I drew all that on the main basic layer. We're gonna create a new page here, since I messed that one up. So we're gonna draw an oval here. Okay, so I've got an oval there. And on my next layer, I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring down the opacity of that oval I drew here. Make it really light. I'm going blue. And what you can do is you can kind of follow that oval. You know, you can come up here. Remember that, you know, everything's kind of curved. You know, draw your tear duct right there. Notice I hit that, you know. I hit the bottom of the oval there. I can just kind of follow that around till it meets to the other side. You know, and that gives me a tear duct. You know, you can always pretend like, you know, you already did the iris on the inside of that, you know. Just kind of... Because if I was to continue that through... You know, that's kind of what it would look like if I continued it through. And then if I wanted to go with the idea that my iris, or my pupil, is right there, on the inside of my eye, you know, on the inside of the iris, following that circle thought process, put the pupil about right there, you know. And, you know, you got your glints here, and you can do another glint right there. And then for, you know, the upper lid, you just kind of follow that around. For a lower lid, you just kind of come down here. Nice and subtle. And, you know, you fill this in. That's obviously where your iris would be. You might, you know, darken up this area or whatever. And you'd leave all that kind of light, because that's where the light would shine in on the nose, and then, or from the outside area. You might draw a nose down here or something, you know. Your eyebrow, you know, it kind of comes up at a curve and then comes right back down like that. You know, and you can make it as bushy as you want or as thin as you want, but that's kind of the basis of an eyeball. You know, it doesn't matter what size oval you do. You just kind of got to follow that that guideline that you gave yourself. And I mean, it honestly doesn't even hurt to go outside of that circle right there, because we all know that we have that little dark spot right here. You know, you can start shading in things a little bit. You know, give a little bit of depth, a little bit there to the tear gland. And then, you know, stress marks. You know, make it a dude. You know, guys tend to have these little lines that go, you know, that separate the cheekbones. I think I actually have them. If you could see me in the right lighting, unfortunately you can't. Maybe I'll go over that again later. But, just kind of the basics of an eye, and you can follow that for all kinds of stuff. I'll cover female stuff separately, because female stuff's a little bit more different as far as drawing wise is concerned, because females in the context of artwork, it's less is more. So, you know, if you want a woman to look beautiful and, you know, voluptuous and gorgeous and stuff like that, or young, you want to add less detail. But whereas with a man, if you want him to look older or even just distinguished, you want to add a few of these extra lines, or maybe a cheekbone in here or whatever, you know. But alright guys, well, one of these upcoming videos, I'm gonna do a avatar for my YouTube channel, and I would very much appreciate it if you guys would vote on which one you prefer. I'm going to draw things in a few different styles, reaching outside of my norms, and because this is kind of what my stuff normally looks like-ish, as far as the eyes and, you know, my character design stuff. So just drop me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the Taco Bell bell up there and get information for every time I upload. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching Cody's Art Corner.